What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? So I've been sick all week. I haven't been doing a lot of streams, so I played a bunch of games off stream yesterday. I'm starting to feel a little better today, thankfully. But yeah, this was a game I played off stream that I just wanted to talk about and put on the YouTube. So I play against this guy a lot, Mr. Highbrow, because we're just some of the few people who play Quick Match a lot. At least right now I've been playing Quick Match a lot because I already hit Conqueror, but I want to improve in a lot of different ways before I keep playing Ranked, and there's a lot of easy things I can do to improve. So my goal of yesterday was, to play games, obviously, but to use the hotkeys yesterday. I've always been using the hotkeys for like lumber camps and mills and mining camps. I know those. There's a lot of hotkeys I haven't been using. So yesterday I spent a lot of time on the Aegis on AOE4 World, which is just a program that lets you practice all the different hotkeys. So anyways, my goal of the day yesterday as I was playing was just to implement all the different hotkeys, and as a result of that, I actually yesterday was playing faster than I ever played before. This was at the end of this game on AOE4 World. I looked at the summary and you can see your APM for the game. We're not sure I'm not super sure how accurate it is, but this was the highest game I've ever had, 240 something APM. So I was pretty happy with that. So I play against this guy a lot, and he always tower rushes, always does early aggression. Usually tower rushes, always does early aggression. So my game plan to deal with the tower rush was just go ahead and get enough gold for feudal and then go for archers. So kind of just like a ignore the tower rush at first kind of thing. So what I eventually realized, though, is that he sends forward spearmen, but he doesn't opt for the tower rush this game. So I've already got enough gold for the age up. I should drop the age up any second. There it is. And I just keep gathering gold for as long as I can, right? I want to be able to afford a knight or wheelbarrow or whatever. Wheelbarrow or whatever. So I'm just biding my time. And this is an effective way to play against Tower Rush. Now, he doesn't actually Tower Rush here though, so that worked out in my favor. I'm just distracting that as long as I can. I delete this just in time, and I pull these villagers to wood. I got a lot of sheep for only going one scout, and he went, I think he went 2 scouts, because he normally goes 2 scouts. Yep. I think I got just as many sheep than him, if not more. I mean, there's 18 live sheep right there, and there's like 7 or 8 dead ones, so that is a lot of sheep. And see, now his spearmen are just like, what do we do? What do we do? And he didn't tower. I think the tower on my gold could have hurt, but I probably would have just gone for this gold back here later on. And so I'm going heavy onto wood, which is not something I normally do with French this early, but I really just want to get out a few archers as soon as possible to defend against this and to just make sure he's not towering. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking for a villager. Like, is there really no villager coming? And there wasn't this game, so we rushed that archery range the second the age up completes. We already have the wood. And I'm still getting sheep that he missed, so this is a really good game for me on sheep. So he goes Deer Stones this game, which is interesting. He goes Silver Tree a lot of the time. You see I'm already producing archers though. And this is just, he's just not going to get any use out of the spearmen right now. Micro on the scout there. It's close, it's close. Yeah, I got a lot of sheep. Oh man. Now we're ready to push out with these archers and drive this spearman back, and he's a good player. He's not gonna stick around. Not with that amount of units. Meanwhile though, he's heavy gathering the wood. So at this point it does look like I probably could have just gone into units and killed him. But my game plan instead was to hit castle and spam knights. That's what I really just wanted to try out. A castle build where I just rush castle and royal bloodlines and just get a ton of knights. That was my whole goal for the game at this point, since the tower rush had not gone through. And obviously I have to scout him right to make sure that I can afford to do that. And I decide that I do have the time to go castle. You know, he does have 6 spearmen out here, but I think I end up losing most of this. First force. Let's see. I think I lose this first fight. Yeah, I do. Or I mismicro my knight really bad here into the spears, and then they just takes a ton of damage from the spears there. And at that point, this fight is pretty much lost. I can't use the knight to fight the horsemen. These archers aren't going to get away, but I do manage to bring the knight home and save my scout. And just kind of start regrouping. I'm still pretty comfortable going castle because I don't feel like he has a lot of units. And I saw all this wood gathering, and it definitely made me suspicious of maybe a second TC. I go ahead and drop barracks just for a few spearmen, put a tower on here. Just playing safe a little bit while I rush castle. He's about to drop that TC now. I'm not sure. I think he just goes too greedy is ultimately his downfall. I'm just making enough units to make sure I don't die. And eventually I do move forward and see this TC, I think. Confirmation on the TC. Does manage to get the boar, the woodbine, and some deer basically with that. That's nice. This little raid comes through, which is annoying, but I don't think he gets anything. My scout should have been forward scouting. Instead of just chilling with the army here, probably. But yeah, we're headed straight for castle at this point. Never got a mill down for wheelbarrow. But I think I get there eventually, maybe. Chivalry coming through for my 2 knights. I don't know that that was worth it, but I just like to go ahead and get it, so I don't have to worry about it, especially when my game plan is to go heavy into knights and castle. And yeah, I should have enough gold for castle here in a minute, so this is when I move forward. And when I see this TC, I know that and my game plan might just work. And any second now we have to go for the castle. And so one thing that anybody can learn from here, I think something I've learned in the last little while is like, don't build your landmark with the villagers who are getting the resources you need, right? So my goal is to pump out knights as soon as I hit castle. So I leave my food bills gathering. I leave my gold bills gathering because that's what I need for knights. I need food and gold. And I take my wood bills to make this. I should have taken more of them. But yeah, just go, keep gathering the resources you really need to achieve the goal that you want to hit as soon as you hit castle, which for me is spam knights and get the upgrades for knights. And I should have been being cheeky with these knights, like I just need to get better. But I definitely should have taken a couple of these knights and just been annoying on this wood line. I just felt like he had a lot more units than me, which, was true. For a moment it was true. And when I start moving forward, I'm like, okay, let's just see what's going on. And that's when I realize he has a lot more than me, and I back up. I'm just getting out knights. Cancel that one. Yeah, I'll just want this upgrade to come through before I fight. Maybe a few more knights to come out. You can see I'm producing from these immediately. You can see he's got the gold for castle, but his food eco is hurting right now. And he's doing one of these things. This I just don't understand. The obsession with trade, man. He's going for trade even though he has no silver tree. I think that might be one of the downfalls for him in this game, is it's just 2 TCs and trade, so we're 12 minutes in the game. I think that's just too much. But especially when I'm going for just a huge mass of knights. This was not good micro by me, but I just have the superior unit on the field, The spearmen are bad micro again. See, this is something I'll get better at, is pulling these low health knights back. But either way, the fight, his spears are all gone after this. And I'm just in a state where I can just pump knights pretty much. Knight producing here, knight here. I'm just working on food at this point. And I think I move out for some deer and all that in a second. But this is where the night terror begins. I notice I'm floating wood and I need food for nights, right? So you pull them off and make farms. Definitely could have had a little bit better eco prepared for this, but I just keep putting more and more on food. I'm getting the food upgrades, and we'll get there. At this point, I'm just going to look for something to raid, and this right here is just, it's almost like a distraction, right? Because I just want to build up a big force of knights and distract his army while I do it, and look for things to idle, things to kill. And he's not gonna catch up and kill these knights, you know, they're healing as they run. So, this is when I noticed the trade, which is not good for him. Meanwhile, I'm just building up, you know, and I send another force to the other side when I see the trade. And then I decide, you know what, let's hit him from another direction. And this doesn't go well. He tried to trap me, and thankfully I was paying attention there, because that could have been really bad. And I think all I lose out of this group is the scout. Wow, I'm just making more knights, you know. And saving as well for, there it is, the royal bloodlines. And now his traders are coming out and just bam, dead. And this was supposed to be distracted in some way, but all it does is die. Meanwhile, knights, knights, knights. Royal bloodlines. The best thing about when someone's trading is you don't have to you don't have to wonder what you should be targeting, you know? And, the woes of being Mongols and all these food bills that aren't gathering. He catches on to that. But yeah, he delayed his own castle by a lot by going too greedy. And now I can just start diving. And even though he's on 2 TCs, like now I'm ahead. I mean, the power of the French villager speed production. I think I lose all of these knights here. Actually, no. Some of them survive. Maybe these. I lose a big group of knights here, which had me worried. These right here. They're all dead. But at the same time, I'm able to get out here, just start killing more trade. Got his TCs idled. Killing the trade again. And I just keep building up knights, because even though he's massing spears, I have royal bloodline, I have the nobility, and I have all the knights. And the ability to just hit him from different directions. Killed that traitor. But damn, now I'm ready to hit the other side. And I can't believe I caught this, but yeah, I caught this. Look at that. Look at that. I was pretty happy with that. Because I wasn't expecting there to be spears over here. That's why you gotta pay attention to your raiding forces. Something that I really struggled with as I've played more and more. Like, now I'm getting better at it now, but man, it's been a long road. But yeah, your knights are expensive, so you don't just want to send them to the back and have them die to a group of spears like that. And at this point, I feel like I can probably take the fight, but I just back up. I see a lot of spears. I'm just like, let's regroup everything. Bam, bam, bam. And now I know I can take it. We got 23 knights here, 21 spears. If the knights outnumber the spears, you're doing good, especially with Royal Bloodlines, which finished a while ago. And it's time. Time to use the knights. The snowball. TCs are idled. Villager count was heavily in my favor, and now his military is dead. And instead of just like trying to burn down a TC or something, I just go for the trade. Like, okay, you know, those TCs were idled forever. I'll come back here in a minute. Let's go check out over here. And at this point for him, like, every villager matters. Every trader matters because he's hurting. And yeah, this is GG. Not nearly enough spears, and after this one, let's see just stabs. And that is how you spam knights with Royal Bloodlines to victory, right there. Thanks for checking it out. Check out my stream sometime. Link will be in the description. Have a good day, YouTube.